Yeah, so I'm sharing my screen. Just let me know once you are able to see my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You're fine. Yeah, so as we discussed it yesterday, we'll start the security concepts. So, what is the threat? What is the risk? And then the cryptography concepts, the fundamentals of the cybersecurity. So, we'll start with that. So, have you go through about this? HTTP methods, ports, IP address, and the protocols, DNS servers, OSI model. Anyone? Anyone reviewed?
Yeah, during your class only, Lakshmi, it was very
Yeah,
uh, known and yeah,
yeah. So,
we
but
still remember what you taught us today.
yeah, fine, yeah. So, but the thing is, after completion of the class, if you are able to spend half an hour time, so you can quickly revise. That means you can quickly understand, easily understand those concepts, and then you won't forget later. Point of.
Definitely. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So or else end of the course you need to go back and you will feel as like it is a fresh concept and it will take time to revise and remember and all. So best
mm,
advice and suggestion it is so maintain one small notes. Okay. So what are the concepts we are
definitely.
discussing? Just note roughly and after whenever you have half an hour time in the day. So just revise it. Go through Google or open ChatGPT. So just try to just glance one on it. Okay. Have you missed any points on it? If you start yourself Googling and doing research, so you will get more knowledge. Then you won't forget later and all. Okay. So it will help
Sure.
more actually. After end of the end of the class, you can quickly uh, attend the interviews. You can able to in the position of attend the interviews. So in the position of cracking the interview. So that's why I'm asking all of you to spend half an hour to 1 hour time every day after the class. Okay, so it will help more there. Yeah, fine. So we will see what is the principles of cybersecurity. The principles of cybersecurity, three principles it has. So CIA, it called in the short term we call CIA. So CIA, this is the principles of cybersecurity. CIA means confidentiality, confidentiality, integrity, availability. One is confidentiality, integrity, availability. So these three are the principles, main principles in the cybersecurity. So the confidentiality means in any of the application, if we take example of any of the application to the end users, to the end users, their data should be confidential. Suppose you have the account in your in any of the bank application. So that data should not able to access, should not able to visible to the public or should not to able to access by the unauthorized persons. So it should be confidential. Only you can able to access your data. You can able to view. You can able to operate, modify. You can do whatever. So your personal data should not be exposed to the unauthorized persons. So that is the confidentiality. Integrity it is. So you are doing some operations. Suppose you are doing some payment. So it should not be modified by any of the person. It should not be modified. So what you are doing, so that only should be performed. You are doing some transaction, it should be debit from your account, should be credit from there. So it not should not be mismatched. It should not be modified by anyone. So whatever you are doing, so that should be reflected. It should not. So that should be maintained. So that is the integrity. And then availability. Availability it is. So your data are it should be available at any time. Suppose you have the account in any of the bank application, so that should be available. You can able to access at any point of time. You can able to connect. You can able to log in and operate. So that should be available. So these three principles should maintained by any of the business as per the cyber security, as per the cyber security. So these are the three principles. Okay. So confidentiality, integrity, availability. Yeah. So we will move into next concept in the cyber security to protect the any of the data. So what are the how to protect? How we can able to protect first for? Suppose this is the client machine. We will take the example of it. Yes. Yeah. So we have the client and we have the server, and you are sending that data. So that means you are logging to the application and you are doing the different operations. Okay. So there is a possibility. So yesterday we have seen. So we just opened the browser and with the help of developer tools. So we are able to see. So what you are sending and what data it is passing. We are able to see, right, by inspecting. So sensitive data should not able to see this is the screen. This is the page I'm entered username password. See, I'm going to inspect. I'm going to inspect this. I just click on logic login. If I inspect this data, if I go and see here, this request I captured, and when I analyze, I'm able to find this is the username, this is the password I entered. In username field I entered admin and password I entered. So this is not the username, the credentials. It is sensitive data, right? Username and password. It is very sensitive. So it is not encrypting. So it is going as a plain text. Whenever, so any of the person, third part, any of the person, they are trying to they uh, they are trying to monitor your topic, your conversation, or else they will be captured your operational data. Yeah. So this is called man in the middle attack. If anybody you are you are logged into your application and you are doing the operation, you are so if anybody interrupting, so that means your data somebody start monitoring, start capturing, start analyzing. So your sensitive data, if it is transmitting in the plain text means they can easily read your data. This is the client and this is the server. So this is the attacker. Attacker. Yeah. So at any of the, it is possible in internet. So your system is hosted in somewhere, server is hosted in some other location. So you are connecting through network in that network. So there is a possibility to steal your data by unauthorized persons. So this type of activity anybody performed means this activity is called man in the middle attack. This is not good. Okay. So take example of it is as a network. So proper image is not showing here. Yeah. So your data transmitting means somebody will start monitoring. So this type of attack is the man in the middle attack. So you are doing transactions. In that transaction, your sensitive data is passing, like your bank account, your account number, and then your mobile number, mail ID. So your personal and your credit card, debit card details. So such details are passing in that request. If they are able to capture that request, so simply they can able to identify. So your data they can be theft and they can be misused it. Okay. So to protect the data, sensitive data in any of the business applications, so data should be classified. So from user perspective, what are the sensitive data? What is the personal data? What are the sensitive data? That data should be classified and then the sensitive data should be protected. How to protect? If anybody monitor, if anybody intercepted, anybody did the man in the middle attack, they should not able to do on your data. So that way need to be protect. So to protect that data, so here we have the few important concepts in the cyber security. So cryptography. So cryptography, this is the concept to protect the data, to protect from attacks. So it is implemented. Okay. So here under cryptography, this cryptography using for protecting the data from the attacks from. Okay. So here three types of cryptography methods are there or techniques are there. So encoding, encoding, decoding, and encryption. So this is very important. Encryption, encryption, decryption, and the hashing. So these are the important cryptography concepts. One second, guys. Just give me a second. Fine. Yeah. So security perspective, not only the security perspective in cyber security. So these are the important concept to protect the data from the attackers. Okay. So we will see one by one. In interview perspective, it is a very important. In every interview, you will get the question on it. Without this interview, it won't complete. Okay. Yeah. So we will see one by one. We'll see this one by one. So first we'll see encoding, decoding. We'll easily understood what is encoding and decoding. So for that, you can do it. You can use online. Many platforms are there to understand simply. So we are in cyber security. Every cyber security expert will use one tool. So that tool it is called the Bursuit. Okay. So it's a popular tool in cybersecurity domain. Every expert, they will be use this tool to intercept. To by using this tool, we can perform the many type of attacks. So we can analyze in the many of attacks how it perform. So and we can do scans as well by using this tool. Okay. So let's run it. So I will give today itself the important tools to set up the lab, what are the required and what we are using day to day. So before tomorrow class, so get download all those tools. Okay, so this tool name called Burshoot. That tool name called is Burshoot. So this is the important tool.
Is this tool a licensed version or a general version, Lakshmi?
So it has three parts, three versions. Licensed free
Okay.
version. Okay,
Mhm.
so free version is enough for us
Okay.
in real time. So startup companies will use only free version only, and MNCs and big organizations they will go for licensed versions. Okay, yeah. So we can online also encoding. Okay, so online also you can do this to understand. We will use online utilities as well. Okay, so encoding means converting the plain text into some format. So some algorithms will be used. So that algorithms will do that conversion. Let's it run anyone. Okay. So we are sending some data from client machine from browser. We are sending some data. So that data it will be encrypted. So we'll see data. Suppose data it is I'm sending hello world. So in one text field I'm sending this data. Okay. So when I use encoding, encoding, so it will be converted into some format. So it will be converted into with some special allowed symbols and with the characters. It will combination. So it will allow with it will convert the plain text in place of h. It will allow it will place some values in place of he. It will place some values. So like that, it will be converted in plain text into unreadable, human unreadable, ununderstandable format. Yes, our verb also is running. Okay, so you can see here different encoding methods are there. Okay, so these all are methods. And suppose same text we are sending hello world. Okay, so we can convert. I will choose this method base 64 and submit. See, so it is converted into this format. This is the original data. When you encode it, it will be converted like this. So whenever hacker intercept, they are able to see this data only, the encrypted data only they can able to see. So they can't able to see this directly. Okay. So that way this encryption will be work, and it will to understand again back. So it will be decrypt. Encoded text, decode. So in online many platforms are there. So you can utilize this encode, and it will convert. You can decode back as well. Same method by using, you can decode. This is our Pursuit running successfully. So inside by using Pursuit, we can do this. It has the many utility tabs inside this tool, Pursuit tool. So we can utilize to understand this concept. Okay. You can convert back by decoding this. So that simply we can do from using our Pursuit. Yes, fine. Yeah. So you can able to see here decoder. Yeah, you can able to see this. You can type same text hello world, and you can choose the decoding. Different methods are there, so you can choose any of the methods suitable for your business. And sorry, first we are going to doing the decoding, uh, encoding. So encoding process, plain text will be converted. So you can see same text. You can see in the same online also. So you perform right. So there also you can see the same conversion. So this what the algorithm is used, same base 64 encoding. So here also we can see we are choosing encoding, and the method it is we choose here base 64. It converted. So server side again it will decode by using the same method. To decode where it is going to use same method base 64. See, it is converted into original. Suppose if I want to send some data, so that you and me only need to be understandable, means what I will do, I will write here, I will write mail, or I will write my message, and I will encode. So this encoded data I will send to you in the mail. I will send the encoded data, and in personal communication I will tell you. So I send encrypted encoded script to understand that, use this method, use the base 64 encoder, then you can able to decrypt, you can able to read. Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is simple method. Encoding it is simple to avoid few vulnerabilities. To uh, hackers, what they will be do. So suppose this is the text you are entering into application text field. Suppose this is the your application. In application you have the comment field, or you have the some feedback field. You have some fields here. In any of the application, your session will be 10 minutes. Okay. Yeah. So in any of the applications, you are able to see different fields, right? So you can able to enter some text, you can do the comment, or you can fill the some forms. In many of the applications we are seeing. So in overall, as a cybersecurity expert, what you have to be noticed in any of the application means, see the application, inside the application, what are the functionalities are there. So what are the how many search fields are there, how many search fields are there, and then home. how many text fields. So this is the text you are going to enter and submit. It is going to store in the database, right? But this is the field going for use for searching something, right? So in common activities in many of the applications, it has the search fields and it has the text fields and then it has the file upload fields. So these are the common features. So you have to be concentrate, you have to be high on it first. Okay. So this is the text fields I'm filling and I'm sending. So in place of this, how we are seeing login page. In the login page activity, hacker he injected few payloads to bypass the login, right? So in the text fields, hackers can take advantage to inject the payloads in place of, yes, in place of admin, this field, see, I am passing this type of input. So this input, it is tricky input. It bypass the authentication authorization in backside code. To develop this application, developers have written code. It's going to communicate with that, right? So this is basically SQL script. So that means your input, your given username and password, it will go and check in the database. So this username is exist or not. So the query construction, it will bypass, it will confuse that, and it will allow to login. So if you implemented this encryption, if encryption is implemented, so it will avoid to allow to execute the few symbols. Like if you are seeing here single quote and equal, these are the symbols special, right? So it will uh, avoid to execute. Okay. So by implementing this encryption, this encoding, it will protect two way. One, it will convert the plain text into some format, and again it will avoid to execute few type of scripts. So that it is JavaScript and HTML scripts. So that we'll discuss a later point. So this point of time you have to remember, by encoding we can convert plain text into some unreadable format. And second protection is it will avoid to execute the few type of payloads. Okay, so that payloads cause to exploit. So in cybersecurity terminologies, see, I given some payloads and I am able to log in. I successfully log in means this process, this activity is called the exploitation. I successfully exploited login bypass. So this login page I successfully exploited. Okay, the terminology, whatever the payloads you injected and you are able to succeed in, that means in cyber terminologies we call the process exploited. You able to exploit it. So here vulnerability is there. In login page vulnerability is there, I know it. But have you exploited that vulnerability? So that means by injecting the payloads, have you succeeded that exploitation, that bypass? So in cybersecurity, the terminologies we called exploitation. So exploitation means, so vulnerability is there. That vulnerability, have you taken advantage to succeed that attack? Okay. So by implementing this encryption, so few type of vulnerabilities, exploitation, execution, so it is possible to be avoided. So we will see later point of it. But right now you have to remember, by encoding we can convert plain text into some format by using the some standard algorithms. So the algorithms here we have seen the many encoding algorithms are there. So URL encoder, HTML base 64. So depends on the requirement, developers will be use these methods. You need to understand first. So if you want to see this, you can implement here. So this is the simple way. This is the plain text. We are you encoded by using base 64. We will see this plain text. We will use another method. Suppose URL encoder. I used URL encoder. So what, by using the URL encoder, the method it is converted this text into this format. Okay, so you can decode back using same algorithm. What I have used URL encoder. Okay. So again, I will encode it by using another method. It's called HTML I used. Okay. You can see when I use HTML method, it will encode into this format. So I will use another method. ASCII, hexa, octa. So ggip. I used ggip. It is converted into like this. Okay. So this is the way the plain text by using encoding algorithms, it will be converted into the different formats. So these formats of encoding will be used depends on the requirement in the business applications in order to protect from the vulnerabilities. That means from the exploitations or from attacks. Got it? What is encoding? Have you understood about it?
Yes.
Yes. Decoding also we have seen. Encoding and decoding also we have seen. So in decode, it will convert back this text into hello world. Okay. So this is the about the encoding. Okay. So we will see now encryption. We will see encryption and decryption. Okay. So encryption, decryption we will see. So let me open. So this is also it's a look like encoding, but here the difference it is you need to enter the keys. So suppose I hacked you converted data. You used this method. This is the method, right? Uh, we'll see. So this is and you encoded by using some method. To crack this one, I am a hacker. I'm a hacker. I don't know what method you used. So I intercepted some request is going here as a hacker. I start monitoring and I captured the data. It contains some data. So I try to decode it. So hack online platforms are there and hackers will be use the different tools to do this. I copied and I try to debug. I try to decode this. I don't know what method it is used for and what it is also I don't know. As a hacker, I captured the data and try to decode it. See, I able to try to did it. So here I'm unable to. This method it is unable to do it. So this it's not encoding decoding platform. It is password cracking. So the password to protect the password, different methods will be used. So okay, so forget about this. So I want to show the encryption decryption. So it's not openly available online. Yes.